This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes on how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Laying the Points. Week 1 of the NFL has come and gone, along with week 2 of the college football slate. And there are plenty of games that we have to talk about. My Bears and Lou's Giants both picked up unlikely wins this week. Tyler's Jets, they were as bad as we thought they were going to be. Against the Ravens, though,
Of course. Of course.
Not much you can do.
Naturally.
Yeah.
And you know what? I wasn't upset about it because I expected it.
Exactly.
There you go.
Unlike Picano, who got disappointed not once, but twice by Texas teams. First, when the Longhorns lost because their kicker, who everybody wanted to hype up at the end of the game, shanked a 20-yarder at the end of the half. And then the Cowboys just got outclassed by the Bucs. Dak's out for 6 to 8 weeks, even though Jerry Jones thinks he's a doctor now, and he's only
He'll
going
be
to be
back in
3.
4. He'll be back in 4.
He
Mark my
won't be.
words.
He'll be like Russell last year if that happens, where he comes back and he's just garbage. So, like I said, plenty to talk about. But I don't know. There's one game that I think we need to discuss the most. It's the freshest in our minds. I just have one question. Is one game enough to look at Nathaniel Hackett and say he is a garbage coach who needs to be fired right fucking now? Because Jesus Christ, that was a disaster class again on Monday Night Football.
I mean, that was probably like if you were to watch a video on how not to manage the last 3.5 games, the last 3.5 minutes of a football game with 3 timeouts, trailing by a field goal, that would be it. Like that, I don't know how much worse it could possibly get, honestly.
There are 10-year-olds in Madden who have better clock management skills than he does right there. I mean, that's literally wild.
62 timeouts Peyton Manning called on the Manning.
Yeah, we gotta get timeout. Gotta get timeout here. Yeah. Come on, well, this talk is over. Gotta get timeout.
As an investor, I think he was
unbelievable.
upset. Yeah, it was crazy. Now, I have a question for you guys, especially you, Lou, because obviously we know your emotional connection to Russell Wilson and to the Denver Broncos this upcoming season.
I don't have an emotional connection to Russell Wilson. I don't know where that comes from.
He 100% does because
I know it comes from Tyler.
every year.
Yeah, I know where it comes from. It comes from Tyler, but I don't know. He thinks I love Russell Wilson. Continue.
Was it just a trap game for Russ? You're coming back to Seattle. You know you're gonna get booed. That's the loudest stadium in the league. It just smelled trap for me.
Yeah, I guess it
from
was a trap
miles
game.
away.
I guess it was a trap game, but you fumbled twice on a 2-yard line and still had a chance to win the game at the end. And all you had to do was not fuck it up, not fuck up your clock management. And they just completely messed it up. So I think it was a little bit of a trap game, but again, you fumbled twice on a 2-yard line, still had a chance to win. So, yeah.
I think the narrative going into the game was, this is, Russell's going to come out. He's going to want revenge on the Seahawks. Like, he's going to come out and ball. When in reality, it was Russ who was like, I hate these guys. Like, get me the hell off this team. Pete Carroll's a garbage coach. I can't deal with his GM.
I don't think he hates his teammates in Seattle. You saw that bro hug him and DK had. He said, I love you, man.
Yeah, but there was the stuff with him and the offensive line where like his team was putting out stuff like, the offensive line could be better, the coaching, the play call could be better. I'm tired of getting sacked. I just think everybody was focused on how this was a revenge game for Russ, when in reality it was a bigger revenge game for the Seahawks and Geno Smith, who, what was the quote? They wrote me off, but I ain't right back. That was fucking electric after the game.
Yeah, he actually played like Michael Vick. he looked like a young Michael Vick out there.
He looked like young Geno at West Virginia with Trayvon Austin. That's what he
definitely didn't look like the Geno on the Jets. I can tell you that.
Yeah, where was that guy that punched him in the face?
Or Geno on the Giants, for that matter. Geno on the Giants is electric.
Yeah.
Was Geno Smith the guy they started over Eli to
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
electric player? Yeah.
He will live on forever in Giants history. Yes.
Yes.
Giants legend.
That's a trivia question right there.
Now, okay, so listen to this one. We talked about it a little bit off pod, but do we blame Denver's? We won't say the fumble. We'll say the first half performance on them just not playing their starters in the preseason. On Russell Wilson just not playing.
Okay,
Like,
this is a topic.
live snaps against, like just live snaps with the starters. Once,
Yeah.
you're a brand new quarterback and a brand new team, and you don't even play a live in-game snap until week 1.
Do you want to know what the stat was for this weekend for quarterbacks that didn't take a snap in the preseason? Uncle Colin said it today on the Herd.
Yeah, please share that because I kind of have an idea in my head already, but
3-8.
Yeah, that's not great.
Some
Not
notable
great
guys,
at all.
Notable guys that come to mind right away. You can think of, obviously this isn't Joe Burrow's fault. He had like his appendix removed, but he doesn't play once in the preseason. Those 4 interceptions.
Stafford.
Brady was not good. Stafford, yeah.
Brady
wasn't great.
played. Brady
Stafford
played
wasn't
in
great.
Brady played in the preseason.
You know
Uncle
who
Colin-
did play in the preseason?
Yeah.
Daniel
Brady
Jones.
Mahomes, and Josh Allen all played in the preseason, and Jalen Hurts.
And look at like the 3 highest scoring teams of the week:
Bills,
the
yeah.
Eagles, the Bills, and the Chiefs.
I didn't know Brady played. I figured he was just gone for all those games. Did he play in the last game then?
He played in the last
Okay,
game. He only played
that's
I think just a quarter.
Either
But-
way, that's why he's
Yeah.
the GOAT. Because he knows, like, I got a whole lot of new faces in here right now. I gotta, try and get some chemistry with them. Russ is like, oh yeah, whole new team, whole new coach, whole new players. Fuck you guys. I don't want to see you guys until the week 1, and we're just gonna get embarrassed.
Even a guy like Aaron Rodgers, you don't have a receiver that returned, and the receivers that did return all hurt. Maybe Christian Watson makes that catch. That was in his fucking breadbasket.
Oof, yeah, that one was tough.
That was tough.
They also could not they couldn't game plan at all for Justin Jefferson. Like you'd think, Justin Jefferson is a hell of a fucking player, and you're not gonna blanket him with Jair Alexander every game or every play. You're just gonna let him do his thing on half of them. It was not the greatest showing for the Packers.
Yeah, he looked like Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson.
That's
that line. But
for a fantasy perspective, where the fuck was Dalvin Cook? Why give him the ball? Let's share the rock. Let's just share the rock a little bit. Come on.
It's all right. He'll bounce back though.
Wait,
Picano,
I have 2 things I want to say. First, apologies for Dak Prescott as a Giants fan. I really do feel bad.
T's and P's.
I really do feel bad. It sucks. I was really looking forward to him being at the Monday night game. I actually was. I'm not even kidding. So that sucks. But here's my number 2. Saquon Barkley and the New York Giants are fucking back. They're fucking back. Next week, Carolina, 2-0. At home. Cowboys, at home, Monday Night Football, 3-0. Bears, at home. Alec, 4-0.
3-1. 3-1. I'll give you 3-1.
4-0. 4-0. The Giants are going to be in the first place, 4-0. Who knows what can happen? Honestly, I'm just honestly shocked that we beat the Texans, the Titans. Brian Daboll, nuts of fucking steel. Saquon Barkley making the play. Obviously, the guy missed a field goal, but if Daniel Jones doesn't throw one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen him throw, you're not even in that scenario. So
that's the Daniel Jones experience for you, though.
Yeah, no, it is a fucking roller coaster.
This is a big time hypothetical here, but if Dayball goes for 2 and they don't get that,
I don't think it's a horrible decision. Honestly, you're on the road.
You're not out for his head.
No, that's not as bad as kicking a 64-yarder.
I'm not gonna lie. I had the plus 5.5 to complete that monster lay, hit for fucking 500. So whether they got it or they didn't, I knew I was kind of good. So, but if I didn't have that in, I don't know. But I like the call. You're on the road. You're facing the 1 seed. Even if you score and tie up the game, they could still have that drive and kick a field goal and beat you anyway. You might as well go for the win and hope your defense gets a stop or you miss. But I think Saquon Barkley, he looked fucking incredible. That's all I know. It doesn't matter who's playing receiver. It doesn't matter if Daniel Jones turns the ball over 2 times a game. If he's gonna have 200 yards of scrimmage every game, it doesn't matter. And the Titans are a very good defense. So
Richie James.
Yeah, Richie James.
Well, where was Kadarius Toney? He was just non-existent. They were like, nah, we go to our packages or whatever.
I wish I had an answer for you, but
why aren't you in Dable's brain getting their best receiver out there every play? I mean, that's just as a Kadarius Toney fantasy manager, I was a little like, what the fuck? Like he was out there for so little and he looked good. And they were just like,
I was puzzled by him not being on the field, and then he came on the field, got 20 yards, got taken right back off the field. Did the same thing like the next series, and I was just like, what is going on here? But it didn't matter.
I actually really like Kadarius Toney. He's one of my favorites.
Saquon Barkley's going for it all this year. Contract year. We're probably gonna have to pay him after this. I don't see how you let him walk if he does this every game, but can't look too far ahead. 2-0 next week, and then we beat Cowboys.
This is why I don't want to go to the Monday night game, Tyler. When you texted me today, that's the sole reason why I don't want to go. Right. I'm not paying money to go watch a CFL game. Danny Dimes versus Cooper Rush. Would you stop it? Would you stop it?
I don't know. You don't even care that much.
No,
you would see Micah Parsons and the next great defensive end, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah, like
both of those guys.
I'm not even a fan of either team, but I'm willing to go because why not?
Yeah.
It's actually the opposite, Lou. You're watching Kayvon Thibodeau and the next greatest outside linebacker in the league.
Well, no, I've said this a bunch of times. Micah Parsons is fucking incredible, but
even though he got destroyed by Fournette on that one play.
Yeah, but the Cowboys.
No, do not give me that, Alec. That is a cheap play, and you know it.
It don't matter. He still got fucking boom right in the mouth.
It was a cheap play, and But look, I'm going to transition over to the Cowboys, and we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to lose this weekend versus the Bengals. Angry Joe Burrow, Cooper Rush's first game as a starter since the Sunday night Vikings game where he won. Then we're going to MetLife, and I think we're going to win that game. So that's 1-2. Then we got the Commanders. That's 2-2.
Wait. You think you're going to go to MetLife and win?
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, you're back.
You think you're going to go to Lou? Did you just hear what Bacano said?
Can you repeat it?
Bacano just said the Cowboys as a prediction are going to go to MetLife and win, but he's saying he won't go to the game because of how embarrassing they look. Like, so how does he just give a prediction saying they'll win, but he's saying he
doesn't want to go see
the
the win?
I don't want to watch that win because I know it's going to be really. It's going to be like a 9.
Fake fan.
It's going to be a 9-3 game, and you guys know it. There's going to be no touchdown scored. Brett Maher is going to kick field goals.
If you guys can stop Saquon, maybe.
If I could have gone to the Sox-Yankees game tonight, knowing that it was going to be a 1-0 win for the Red Sox, I still would have gone. Go to your 9-3 game. You got to go support your team if you're a real fan.
We're going to win that game. Then we're going to have the Commanders at home win, obvious, 2-2. The Rams, 2-3, speaks for itself. The Eagles in Philly, we're going to be 4-2. Oh, sorry, 2-4.
1-5.
2-4. Then we got the Lions, the Browns, the Bears, and Green Bay. I think we sweep that.
Well, isn't there the bye between the Bears and Green Bay?
Yes, so between Green Bay, between the Bears and Green Bay,
so Dak probably comes back against Green Bay.
I don't see him coming back versus Green Bay just strictly because it's a 4:00 game in Green Bay in November, and that generally gets really cold. If you understand science and doctor shit.
I mean, what does the time have to do with it?
It'll just be cold, bro. It'll be cold.
It's cold.
4:00, yeah, freezing.
Yeah.
In Lambeau it's always freezing, but all right.
New wounds in cold weather do not do well. So I will take him in the Dome of Vikings in Minnesota.
The Dome of Vikings
on November 20th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just so emotional. So we're gonna sweep that. And we're gonna be 5-4 going into the Vikings game.
I think they might go 4-13 on the year. Just looking at their schedule, I mean, they did not look good.
What do you mean 4-13, Alec? What are the 4 wins that you think we're gonna have?
4 wins, maybe the Giants, maybe the Giants again.
What?
The Texans? I'm giving them maybes.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe the Texans, and then maybe the Jaguars.
Did you watch Green Bay?
Don't need to watch Green Bay by week whatever that is, week fucking like 30. They're gonna have their receivers back. I didn't watch Green Bay, but you play them in like 12 weeks. This isn't next week.
Believe me,
you play them.
by the time
they're gonna have the
Cowboys
Lizard King back.
They will not be dropping wide open touchdowns.
No,
I don't care what happens. Aaron Rodgers will not be playing in that game. It will be Jordan Love.
That's just incorrect.
He will be in Hawaii taking ayahuasca by that game. He's leaving by week 3.
The Cowboys are more likely to blow it up before Dak gets back than to go above 500 this year. That's just a fact.
I got the plane ticket for you, Aaron. Got it right here.
All right. Any other games anyone's real passionate about from this week?
I have a question,
Sure.
and it could be because I have a no score or not. Is there a reason why the Mets are about to get swept by the Cubs?
They
Cubs
suck.
are
Next question.
They're feeble.
Because
They suck. They can't
of
fucking
James
score any
McCann.
runs. They suck.
The starting pitcher just walked the first 3 batters and then gave up a double.
Yeah,
It's not
and
ideal.
Peterson's starting tonight. Yeah, he sucks. So
The whole team is. Oh my god.
the whole team's terrible. It's 4-0.
That is embarrassing.
It's 4-0.
Almost
Oh
as
my
bad as
God.
Jury's Familia, who got
just
DFA'd
got
before he could hit
swept.
the locker room
They just
last
got
night.
swept at home by the Cubs.
The game's
fucking
not over
Cubs.
yet, Lou. Come on, you gotta have some faith.
No, they're done. They're
They're
done.
donezo.
I mean,
I've
it's
seen this
funny to
movie
see they're
before,
feeble.
Alex.
But,
Hey,
huh?
I would
it's
rather-
2007 all over again.
Oh my
Frank
god,
Fleming.
the Braves lost today. Holy shit,
Bro,
that's incredible. They
The
never
Braves
lose.
are selling bad. They could be up like 4 games right now.
Yeah, I mean, we just can't score any runs.
I know, and the Braves are just they can't pitch for shit, and they can't score either. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched the Met game in like a week because I can't watch it anymore. It's fucking football season. I really don't even look at the schedule anymore. I'm just like, yeah, I know who they're playing, but awesome. I'm just waiting for them to disappoint me so then the Giants can disappoint me later on.
Then
Usually
you
how it
you
goes.
should switch to be a anything Texas fan like Picano. They don't disappoint over there.
No, they
Yeah,
never
but-
would.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hop on that wagon.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk shit over there, little boy.
I mean, dude. Why?
We're down bad. I know we're down bad.
That's all we ask you is why.
It's a minor setback for a major comeback, and you know it.
Sneaky
Also-
line this week. UTSA plus 12.5 versus Texas.
Hey, Quinn Ewers, T's and P's to him too. He's out.
How long is he out
For like
for?
8 weeks. He's like Dak.
6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, then Texas is done. This is the only week they're going to be ranked.
Yeah.
You know who's gonna be ranked
Unless
soon?
Bijan carries.
We are
I
Marshall.
wouldn't say that.
This is
I
the
wouldn't
only
say
game
this
they're going
is-
to be ranked because I could see them losing to UTSA.
Well, no, we have no. Let's relax here.
I can easily see them losing that game.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win on Saturday. Let's hold the brakes. The next hardest game we have is Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma State. Oh,
You'll-
and Baylor. And
They'll
Baylor.
lose all 3 of those games if they don't have a quarterback.
Okay, which is fine. You lose to Oklahoma. They're looking pretty good this year. I would hate it if they lost to Baylor because Baylor actually looked feeble. Let's transition to that game because I know you two sitting next to you, you guys were going absolutely ballistic.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was what Big
Which-
Cat's
which-
game of the year. or
Oh
whatever.
yes, that was tragedy.
I don't know how you two, like, honest to God, I don't know how you two didn't even look at the fact that they were that BYU was missing their 2 best receivers.
Because
I found out when the game
No one-
kicked off. I found out.
yeah, we found out the same time you found out, tough guy.
But yeah, that was brutal. A lot of missed kicks. What was worse was Tennessee Pitt over that me and Tyler also had. 41 points in the first half.
What they score 13 the rest of the game.
Yeah. didn't hit the
And
or like
but that was that's on Slovis getting hurt because Pitt couldn't move the ball in the second half.
Slovis didn't get hurt. He got decapitized. That guy was getting hit from left and right, dude.
Yeah. That wasn't fun. Listen, if we're gonna talk about college football, I'll go into my picks.
All right, let's hear them.
All right. So last week I had the over in Tennessee, which was a heartbreaking L again because 41 points they only needed 21 or some shit.
What's happening?
I think they needed 21 in the second half. They only got like legitimately 14. It was pretty unbelievable that it didn't hit. Oh no, they needed 22 in the second half. They got 14 and they went to overtime. So if they could have scored a matching touchdowns, it would have hit. App State plus 19 won outright. That was pretty exciting. And then Texas Bama, I took that over because in the first, it was a 20-point first quarter. So it wasn't a bad play. If Ewers doesn't get hurt, I think it would have been a shootout, and then I just think Texas wasn't moving. I think the Alabama offense, I don't really know why it would change, but I just think it would have changed. You know what I mean? Like, why do they stop scoring even if he's not there? I don't know. That's just me trying to believe that it would have been a shootout if Ewers got hurt. Whatever, though. Those are my L's. But you know what they say? If you're losing, keep firing away because it's always quantity over quality.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. So I have 4 picks for college football. Pick 1. It is called the Revenge Game Alert.
Okay.
And it's a revenge game for myself. BYU Oregon over 58.
Oh my god.
BYU
You're
Oregon
asking for it
over
with that
58.
one, bro. You are asking for it.
That is a revenge game. Revenge game alert. BYU Oregon over 58. There will be points scored that game. I swear. Then we have the fading Texas A&M game alert of Miami plus 5.
You're taking Miami plus 5.
Yes.
I love that, honestly.
We're fading Texas A&M again alert. That's what
Damn,
Did you guys
that
do
was one of my
last week?
picks.
we did that last week with Appalachian State plus 19.
That was one of your. That's,
so you were just fading. Why are the boys fading A&M?
I don't think they're any good. And I don't know why they were ranked so
A&M's
high. I didn't think they were good at all.
I also saw
fraudulent.
there was some video of like one of their corners like whipping around a parking garage. I don't know if any of you guys saw that. I was just like,
it's like a freshman dude, and it's like things are bad in Aggie land apparently. Things are really bad. So that's my
College
second
Station.
alert. Third play is my sus alert of the week. Washington at home over 12th ranked Michigan State is favorited by 2.5 points. I haven't heard of Washington in like 4 years. Why are they favored over 12th ranked Michigan State? I'm not even going to ask the question. It is the sus play alert. We're taking Washington plus 2.5, minus 2.5. And then my fourth play is the susceptible to a backdoor cover alert. We're taking USC minus 6 first half.
First half.
Yes,
Oh.
because if
Who
you
are they playing?
if you listen to the
Fresno
title,
State.
Fresno State,
Fresno
they're
State.
minus 12. If you listen to the title of the play, susceptible to a backdoor cover alert, I just think that this is a team that pours on like 4 to 5 touchdowns in the first half and then completely takes the foot off the gas. So I don't even want to be a part of any second half bullshit. You know, they're going to score legitimately 28 to 35 points in the first half, and I'll leave it at that. You know,
I get
Funny.
Tyler, you took 2 out of my 3.
really.
Are you taking
Yeah.
USC and Miami?
No.
No?
The Miami. Oh no, yes, the Miami game, yes, and then the other one was the Washington game. I also agreed with
Trust
that
alert,
one.
right? I'm not even going to do any look into it. The fact that they're a team that I haven't heard of since I don't even remember who that quarterback was. Literally, like
Jake
Jake
Boner.
Brown. Yeah.
Browning or Brown. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was playing when Herbert was there, right? At
Yes.
Oregon. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the last time I heard of Washington. So why are they minus 2.5? I don't know. I don't care. Those are my 4 alerts of the week: revenge game alert, sus alert, fading A&M alert, and susceptible to a backdoor cover alert.
Okay.
Right.
4.
Do you guys remember Indiana's old quarterback, Michael Helix, not Felix?
Oh, he was a
Junior.
runner.
Yes,
lefty.
runner. Tore his ACL when Indiana was good. He is
Mhm.
their quarterback. He is 46 for 66, 682, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Okay. But still, that doesn't explain why a number 11 ranked Michigan State is plus 3.5.
Yeah,
To an unranked. Well, I mean, did they even get votes? I didn't see the voting. I did see some of the voting. The boys, We Are Marshall, number 26. Tough. Get them in the top 25 next week.
For real.
I have one college game because Tyler took my other two, and it is Maction.
Oh,
and
okay.
And we got some Maction, but versus some Big Ten.
Okay, I think I know where you're going.
Toledo.
Oh,
Plus
no.
32. Boom!
Plus 32. Oh, my God. Sounds like me trying to take a UMass pick.
Boom!
I mean, Picano, to be fair, I did take Colorado State in week 0, I believe that was, of college football season.
No, it was week one.
It was week one against Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal. I don't even want to talk about it. It was just terrible. Plus 30, plus 31. We lost by like 40. It was like 45, I think.
Maction. Toledo.
Alec, you didn't do your picture, right? Because I'm going to go last for college.
All right, I got you. It was funny. I had a friend of the pod, my boy Lou Pick, Toothpick, a.k.a. He's, again, you guys have met him. But he gave me 2 picks this week. Miami plus 5.5 and USC minus 7. Or whatever it is now. I think it's still minus 7.
It's 12 is a full game.
It's 12?
Yes.
Maybe okay, maybe I just misremembered it, but
I have them by a touchdown in the first half.
Yeah, it was minus
that's
12.
Because what they did against Stanford, it's again they come out and they score 5 touchdowns, and in the second half they scored,
6-0 in that game. 6.
Yeah, 6-0 in the first inning. Yes.
That's wild. I don't know. I still think USC can cover. I mean, that offense is just electric. They beat the brakes off of Stanford last week when they were only 9-point favorites, and I was thinking about making that an official pick. Didn't do it. I was a coward. Should have done it. This week I'm making that one of my picks. I mean, we've already talked about it, so I'm not going to go into further detail. Miami, I don't know enough about to fully get behind that, but I do like fading the Aggies because I mean they're garbage. Then my picks, I've got two more that I'm going to give out. And then I've got one more that is just a trend that we've seen in the past. The first one that I love is a former pod favorite. It is the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns on the road against Rice. They're 11.5-point favorites. They're already 2-0 against the spread. We know from years past, all the Ragin' Cajuns do is cover spreads. They're going to cover this 11.5 easy, little Saturday night football like we love. I like that game. The other game I like, I guess I don't know. I don't know my conferences. This is where I thought you were going, Picano, because I know Northern Illinois is MAC, and they're playing Vandy. I don't know. Is Vandy Big Ten?
No, it's SEC.
No, SEC.
Fuck, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. My bad, guys.
The punching bag of the SEC.
Hey, we'll get it together. Anyway, Vandy, has been electric this year. They kind of got the brakes beaten off them by Wake Forest last week, but I like them revenge tour game. They're dogs, so give me the Vandy money line against Northern Illinois because I mean, who the fuck is Northern Illinois? Give me
Rocky Lombardi.
I don't give a fuck about Lombardi. They got Mike Wright or whatever his name is. He's the Heisman, Hammer, all those props. He's dual threat. Yeah, those are my 2 plays. The other play, trend, Nebraska just fired Scott Frost finally.
You bastard.
And everybody knows that teams that fire their coach come out with
of course they're going to come out fucking fire, dude.
Exactly. And they're going to cover. I'm not saying they're going to beat Oklahoma. I'm not going to go that far. But 11
Oklahoma
points,
plays a close game like this every year with a shitty team. And what a better spot to do it for Nebraska than at home after they fire their coach.
Exactly. Did I steal your pick?
You stole it right after.
Damn. That's like one of my favorite trends. It's more NFL. I like it, but I still think it applies here. I mean, Scott Frost, long overdue, should have been fired. But,
yeah. I'm glad that guy got the can. I couldn't I don't even give a shit obviously about Nebraska. Like who cares?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't take seeing like all the idiotic shit that he did and just costing his team games. It was like why are you doing that, dude?
Yeah.
Like, but that was one of my picks, Nebraska. I'm not gonna go too far into depth with college football. I do have 2 other picks though, and one of them is Auburn at home against Penn State. I think Penn State is a lot like what I said with Oklahoma. They probably lose a big game like that every year. Clippard, the quarterback, he kind of sucks in my opinion. And I like Auburn at home. So, what are they? The Tigers? Roll Tigers?
Actually, it's Go Tigers, War Eagle. That's their saying.
Go Tigers, War Eagle. They're +3, so probably take the +3 and hope and pray if they do lose, 3 or less, obviously. But going into my last pick, it's pretty simple for me. I'm taking the Aggies.
Taking the Aggie? Oh, yeah.
I'm
Fading the pod.
Yeah, I'm kind of fading you guys. I'm also fading SEC, like the teams who are non-SEC playing teams who are in the SEC. A&M's in the SEC, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm not good with the conferences either. So I'm taking the SEC team over the non-SEC team because every time I take the opposite and I watch the game, I want to punch myself in the head because obviously the better team is going to be in the SEC.
Fair.
And you guys are all on the Aggies, so Miami. So perfect time to go hop on the Aggies bandwagon at home. And yeah,
if you
I like
win, you're a
Nebraska
genius.
too. Exactly. And if I lose, it's like, well, I'm just trying to outsmart myself and you guys at this point.
I'm looking at stats right now, and Auburn's QB has
He's horrible.
279 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks.
Okay, I'm flipping it to Penn State. I'm now on Penn State. I'm on Penn State.
You know who's worse?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't flip it.
That makes no sense because Auburn.
I can't flip it. I'm back
SEC.
on Auburn. I'm back on Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn's SEC. I feel like you can't change that after all.
Yeah, I'm back on Auburn. Yeah, exactly. They're SEC team too. And Sean Clifford can throw 3 interceptions. He can do that in a quarter. Those stats you just gave me, 3 interceptions and whatever. He could do that in a quarter.
He's got 1 this year. That's it.
He's very due for another one. That's what that means.
Fair enough.
You know what quarterback is also really bad?
Bo Nix.
Oh well, him, yes, very. But
that's where you're going.
But Hayden King, quarterback for Texas A&M, he is not fantastic. He is a terrible completion percentage and already has 2 picks. So
guess what?
Good luck.
He's in the SEC and Miami isn't. So good luck to those guys.
Well, Tyler Van Dyke Tyler Van Dyke's a top NFL prospect. So
who is that? Is that Miami's quarterback?
Yes, he is.
Good for him. I'm gonna recap my week in the NFL. Great time. In my pick'em. So I'm in these pools, right? You pick the spread every week. I got 11 of them right last week. 11. Damn. There's 16 games. Everybody sticks.
There you go. 11-5, baby.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think. I told these guys to give you guys my 4 locks for last week. Minnesota, bang. Giants, bang. I'm blanking out on the 3rd winner, but I know the Broncos lost. That was bullshit.
Tough.
Who was my 4th winner?
It was Giants, Browns, Vikings.
Browns.
Giants, yeah,
Browns,
obviously
Vikings.
the Browns. It's never Baker Mayfield ever.
More that kicker, Cade York.
And for
Legend.
this week for the NFL, I'm gonna have to get back to you on my picks. Just let me look at the board really quick.
I'm
looking at it right now. Actually, I'm looking at it right now.
I was gonna say I'll go for mine first if you're not ready because I have mine ready.
I kind of want to go. I just started.
All right.
Saints plus 2.5, easy money. I mean, the Bucks O line is decimated. Saints at home, they kick the Bucks ass every fucking year. Tom Brady has been there. I think that's an easy pick, honestly. The Saints plus 2.5. Giants money line, that's an easy one. Fade Baker Mayfield again. Giants are going 2-0. 2-0. Let me see here. Yeah, give me the Vikings plus 2 on Monday night next week, easily. easily.
Who are they playing?
The
The Eagles.
Eagles. Ooh, that'll be a good game.
I'm going for the four picks again. Give me the Lions money line at home against the Commanders. Fuck the Commanders.
Commanders. The commies. I don't know. Betting on Kirk Cousins in prime time. It's bold of you, Lou.
That is bold of you.
I like it.
But yeah, it's
Do they
like
have
the
anyone who
early
can
game.
stop Justin Jefferson? Probably not.
Darius Slay,
Nope.
James Bradbury.
Nope.
That's an ex-Giant legend right there.
He is.
Yeah.
Not good enough. Not good enough.
All right, I'm gonna share my picks because
But yeah, let's fucking go, babe. We're coming back.
Not-
Another big week. Another big week.
I have 5 picks.
Holy hell.
I have the Sunday 1 p.m. over alert, which is Lions Commanders over 48. It seems as if the Lions can score the ball. You know, it seems
Amarad.
It
I'm
seems
wrong.
like they can score. Swift runs like crazy, and Goff ain't. He's not scared to throw the ball in Detroit. He really isn't.
Swift did not practice today, though. That was one
no one
thing.
practices on fucking Wednesdays.
You could have Jamal Williams out there taking the bulk of your carries.
But
He scored 2 touchdowns last week.
I have the over
Goal line
48,
beast.
over 48 and a half. Carson Wentz threw the ball fairly well against Jacksonville. I think he can throw it fairly well against Detroit. So that's the 1 p.m. over alert. Now I have the Sunday sus alert. Pats minus 2.5 on the road. Steelers.
Oh my God, Tyler, that line makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Just like college football, it's just another sus alert lines that don't make sense.
No sense.
So we're gonna write it without
I hate
question.
that picture. I hate it for you.
Now
You don't have to hate it.
Now we have is Geno Smith a unicorn alert? Seattle plus 9.5 over.
Oh, he's going for number 10 in a row on the spread.
Yeah, so he's plus 9.5 over.
What number does he wear? Does he wear number 10 by any chance?
I think he might wear number 9. Or
No, I think he wears 7.
He wears
Looking it
he
up.
wears a single digit number.
If he wears number 9, look out.
Smith wears 7. He's Vic 2.0.
All right, so he already cleared that. All right.
All right, so those are my 3 Sunday bets. And I have 2 Monday night special alerts. I have the Vikings Eagles. I have the over in that game. I think the Eagles look like a team that could legitimately score 24 to like 28 points a game. They really do, and I think no one could stop Justin Jefferson. So I think this should be a high scoring game on a Monday night. Monday Night Football on ESPN. No, nothing better than that. And then we have the last bet, Titans Bills. This bet. So this game has happened now. What, for the 3rd straight year?
Is that? Oh,
Titans
that's
and Bills?
also on Monday night.
Yes, there's 2
Monday night games. I love it.
So
Yep, and the Titans cover this game every fucking year.
every single year. So
Every
this
fucking year they
so-
said they cover this game.
Listen, 2 years ago when I was in school with Alec, we rode the Bills heavy.
Yes, I
And that
remember
was
this. I remember this.
That was the who was the kicker? That was the old Patriots guy?
Oh, Nick Folk.
Oh,
No.
No, Gostkowski.
Gostkowski,
That was the
yeah.
Gostkowski
He missed like
game.
7 kicks or some shit.
And then he like hit the game winner or some shit. I don't remember. Yeah, it was like some bullshit, whatever. We lost that one. And then last year was when I was in my basement and I had the Diggs correlated parlay prop, Lou, if you remember, the catches, touchdown, yards,
Yes.
team total, money line. And then what did they go for? Like 4th down on the goal line and didn't get it, like idiots. So I'm on the Titans plus 10.
I add that to my slate as well. I love the Titans.
It is the 3rd year in a row that they played on a primetime game where the Bills have been big favorites and they always lose.
Yep. Give me the
So
Titans.
you can almost go ahead and say Titans money line.
I like that.
I love it.
I'm gonna jump into my picks because it's slightly related to the Titans. And last week, I went 0 for 2. It was not great. Cincinnati and the Cardinals. I don't know. I had them. I had the favorites and the dogs backwards. Should have picked the dogs in the Cincy game. Should have picked the favorites in the the Cincy Cardinals game. Jesus, can't speak. My bad. Those were all heart picks. Now I'm going with trends. So I'm giving 2 picks again this week. And I'm going for 2 different trends. So the first one is teams that lost and didn't cover the spread in week 1 that are playing teams that won and did cover in week 1. There are, I think, 8 games. Yeah, there are 8 games that meet that criteria. One of which is Titans plus 10 versus the Bills. I'm not making that one of my picks just because I can't bet against Josh Allen. It's just
We would have had the whole fucking squad on Titans plus 10.
I like Titans plus 10. I can't bet against Josh Allen after I liked the Rams last week and he kicked the shit out of them at home in the first game of the year. He's different. He is a beast. But I've got that trend, and then I've got the under in games where the spread is 9.5 or more. And so for those two trends, there is one game that meets. Well, there's actually the Titans and the Bills meet both trends. I think there's a few games that meet both trends, but there is one game that does meet both trends. It is the Rams hosting the Falcons. The Rams are 10-point favorites, and the over/under is at 46.5. And so I am hammering the Rams minus 10, and I'm hammering the under because I think the Rams, they're just going to come beat the brakes off a fucking shitty Falcons team who blew yet another lead that just in typical Falcons fashion, they're just going to come out. They're going to figure Marcus Mariota out better than the Saints could have. And I think they're going to win by a lot. Falcons aren't going to score. They're going to stay under. And it actually, what was interesting to me, the over-under opened at 50. It's already moved down the 3.5 points to the 46.5. So I mean that just affirms my love of the under here. So little same game parlay don't parlay it, take them straight. But same game, 2 picks. How you doing?
I like that, Alec. My last Sunday wasn't fantastic. I'll tell you that. I did one of those, one of those week 1 10-leg parlays, and listen, it was fantastic up until heartbreak with kickers. So I'll tell you guys about it. I had the Bucks that smashed, the Chargers that smashed, the Chiefs that smashed, the Dolphins that smashed, the Eagles that smashed, the Ravens that smashed, and the Commanders that smashed. I took the Texans, void.
Texans money line?
Yeah, these are all money. These are all money lines.
Holy shit!
And then the 2 games that fucking missed.
Titans?
Nope.
Fuck.
The Carolina Panthers in the Baker Mayfield redemption game, and the San Francisco 49ers in the fucking in the splish splash game, I like to call it. That game should have been canceled by the second I saw the video of the guy getting the bucket of popcorn and using it as a bat to take a bath. That's what should have happened.
They're piping water into Soldier Field to make it even worse for the Niners.
Listen, it's a shot in the dark in those things, but honestly, I had fat balls like Brian Daboll, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's week 1. Let's just ride this motherfucker. And it looked great up until those 2 fucking games.
What were the odds on that? That's a lot of money lines.
It was like plus 3,300, some shit like that.
Respectable.
I closed out FanDuel. I'll look it up later. But anyways, it was on FanDuel if anyone wanted to know. But for this week, I agree with you, Lou. Giants money line. I think that's a great pick.
Yes. Saquon Barkley is back. He is back.
I have another pick. I only have a couple picks for this week. I have the Dolphins underdogs going into Baltimore. I think that team is kind of legit. The defense isn't great, but don't be shaking your fucking heads.
The defense is better than the offense.
I'm shaking my head.
That's just
what do you mean? The waddle, baby, waddle, baby, waddle, baby. That's what's going to happen.
Waddle.
That's what's going to happen. It's going to be the waddle show over there.
They played like one of the worst Patriots teams we've seen in years. It's going to go 4-13, just like the Cowboys. And all of a sudden, everybody wants to be like, "Oh, Mike McDaniel's fucking genius because he goes for it on 4th and 7, even though the game's pretty much out of hand already." Yeah, garbage.
Don't make fun of genius.
No, he's not a genius. He's a fucking
guy's a football
nerd that smokes too much goddamn weed or whatever, and thinks he's elite now that he beat a shitty Patriots team coached by Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. Can't run an offense.
Hey, Dolphins +3.
Is Tyler here? Tyler, are you here?
I'm here.
Oh, your face is gone.
Yeah, no, I'm laying down listening.
I have 3 more picks. 2 of them are which in the same game that I agreed with Tyler, but I'm gonna go with the Bears on the road in Green Bay +10.
The Bears.
I think they cover in this game. I don't think that they win, but I think they cover is 100%. They could win. They could. I mean, what are the chances that they go into Green Bay on Sunday Night Football and beat Aaron Rodgers? Pretty high with that receiving core, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, but they've been notably awful in those games in the past. They almost won, what, was it last year or was it the year before that they almost won and then Rodgers leads like the miracle comeback on one leg?
I think that was last year because 2 years ago I took that game and I was screaming at the TV because the Bears were so fucking bad. But I'm back on my Bears shit, as they would say. Bear down, deep dish is elite. And what do they have in Green Bay? Cheese?
Yeah.
I'm going to ride Lou. Cheese sucks.
Cheese sucks. American cheese sucks.
American cheese sucks.
Not
Mozzarella
real
cheese.
Mozzarella cheese is perfectly fine.
Pepper jack cheese is great.
I think
American
it's cheddar.
cheese.
Wisconsin cheddar is the thing.
That's some good cheese. Honestly, I can't really hate on Green Bay because they got cheese and beer. Fuck cheese or whatever.
Nah, fuck ayahuasca and Aaron Rodgers. That's all I need.
Hey, Aaron, I got your plane ticket to Hawaii set and ready to go. Your ayahuasca is in the hotel. So week 4, week 3, when you're having a mental breakdown and you're just throwing shit in the locker room and you storm up into the owner's office or whatever the fuck they have in Green Bay, your plane is ready, your ticket is ready, and the drugs will be ready for you in the hotel. So that's my speak about Aaron. And lastly, the over in the Vikings-Eagles game, along with Tyler. Did you have the Vikings or the Eagles?
I had the over.
I had the Vikings.
I agree with you with the Vikings, Lou. So apologize. I thought Tyler wrote it. It is Lou. I like the Vikings and the over in that game.
I was gonna make a hot take, which I did text you guys, put in our group chat.
Wait, before we continue, I'm adding a same game lay. Thanks to you. I'm adding a same game. It's the Raiders home opener. I think they win every fucking year. I'm pretty sure they just never lose against the feeble Cardinals. I'm taking the Raiders -5 and the over 51. Over.
Is there going to be another Call of Duty double XP weekend? Because I think it's something like Kyler's like 2-20 or something. I don't know if that was a real stat, but somebody put it out there. He's been bad when hey, listen, I'm not going to get into it, but if that dude's actually playing too much video games, like, you got to get your priorities in check.
Yeah, no, they just gave up 40. They gave up 40 to the Chiefs. Granted, it's the Chiefs, but the Raiders' offense is also pretty good. I think that game goes over easily.
And Devontae got like 17 targets. That's insane.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That was actually ridiculous. It was like he's playing in Green Bay all over again.
He's going to eat. He is going to eat.
Derek Carr does force the ball a lot, though.
Well, dude, listen, it doesn't matter where Derek Carr is. He's legitimately still just number one. And, like, he's just always open. Not Derek. I'm Devontae Adams. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I knew what you meant once you said that.
Yeah. Like, it was actually insane because I have him on my fantasy league, one that I cherish the most, and I was very happy with his performance.
I'm going to circle back to the Vikings because, as I was saying, they were going to be my pick for, NFC is going to run through Minnesota. And then I looking at their schedule, they have a very easy schedule. The only team that I think has an easier schedule than them is the Eagles. I think after this game, they play fucking nobody the rest of this year because, I mean, they're playing in the NFC East. You get to play Cowboys with fucking Dak or no Dak, doesn't matter. You play the Commanders, who, I mean, they looked all right versus the Jags, but it's still Carson Wentz. And they play the Giants. Giants aren't a real franchise. I mean, I don't know. I do like the Vikings this week, though. I agree. Just I'm not going to make it an official play.
Oh, I also like the Chiefs Chargers over.
Another good. No Keenan Allen this week, which sucks. But it'll be a good game. Hopefully, Mike Williams will actually do something because I have him in so many fantasy leagues and he did nothing.
Yeah, I'm keeping him in the one I have for one more week because Keenan Allen's not there. I'm hoping that they try to give him.
You can't drop Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
No, I'm saying like I was just going to sit him.
Oh yeah.
Josh Palmer's in my starting lineup this week. That's how bad one of my fantasy teams are.
Who's the dude that popped off? I don't know. He was a hot waiver wire ad this week for them. He's like their 5th string receiver, but he put up like 12 points last week. I don't know. I don't remember his name. He could ball out though, especially
In
again
our-
with no Keenan Allen.
In our big league, Tyler and Lou, I don't know if you guys looked at the standings. I am currently in 7th place. I lost this week to Chris. Shout out you, Chris. You had Jerry Judy and Rashad Penny.
That'll do it.
I scored 137 points, and I would have beat the team that's in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I just can't get over
Usually
it.
how it
You guys got to do the
so
median.
emotional.
You got to play the median. Then
Just
I don't know if
so
you guys have
emotional.
seen those leagues.
To see all those points scored, and you're sitting in 7th place.
Picano,
My
you
team
would
is
have
actually
beaten you would have beaten 9 of the 11 teams.
Picano, can you trade me somebody? I tried to make a trade with you last night. You declined me.
I'm not trading you fucking AJ Brown. What drugs are you on?
He's the only person that Hurts throws the ball to.
Like, are you kidding me? Devontae Smith actually had no
Zero.
points.
He had
Zero.
4 targets. He had 4 targets.
Doesn't matter.
0 points. No.
I will say,
It wasn't 1 for. Don't act like it was 1 for 1.
No, it was not 1 for 1. I apologize.
Picano,
still.
I tried to give you Lamar Jackson. You said no.
Picano, I just sent you a league-winning trade.
am I?
No, I'm not doing this. Travis Etienne, Julio, and Brandon Cooks
For who? For AJ Brown?
for AJ Brown.
Yeah, that's bad.
What are you talking about? It's elite.
I did have one.
You're
So
just
I
gonna
have.
lose anyway.
Huh?
You're just gonna lose anyway, Picano. Just deal with me.
Probably gonna lose. Yeah, I probably will lose this week because I'm playing Diaz, and Diaz's team is actually elite.
How'd you guys do in our league? The one we did like last minute.
I got my ass
dropped-
handed to me
I'm
by
in first
Lou.
place. I dropped 165.
Saquon
Luke-
de balls.
Lou kicked
We all
my
won.
ass.
We all won, but Picano.
Damn, that'll get you.
Lou dropped a 163 piece on me.
Though
Yeah.
I scored the 4th lowest amount of points and still won my week. So.
That's all you need to do. Winners win. That's all you need. Oh, I
Yeah,
play
but-
you this week.
Yeah, you play me this week and you project to beat me by 3.
Yeah. But
Oh well, you
get
don't have a tight end in. You don't have a tight end in.
Oh yeah, because I dropped someone for Tunyon.
Oh, so you're projected to beat me pretty largely then.
I'm projected to
Because-
beat Diaz and our league, Lou and Tyler by 5. And I just like Kyle Pitts put up 3 points. Like Kyle, like this is a message to you. What are you doing?
He's got Mariota rushing for like
gonna say it.
70 yards a game.
Why were people so high on him knowing his quarterback was Mariota? Like,
Because Desmond Ritter is sitting on the bench, and the second that he goes in, he's gonna let that ball fly.
and Lou, this is funny because you weren't here last week. I had a fantasy draft and Alec tried to talk me into taking Mark Andrews over Travis Kelce, and I
You
said
can't have
I just
one
said no.
week and be.
I
You
said
can't have
no.
1 week of
Absolutely
this
not.
feeble Arizona team
I,
sway you into
he
saying
literally
it
was
a
like,
better pick.
he was like, don't take Travis Kelce, but like take Mark Andrews. I was like, why would I take?
I didn't
a
say
tight end
take
that
it.
that doesn't have a quarterback.
I
It
agree.
does. Lamar's
It's
going to
the
win
same thing with
MVP. Lamar's
It's the same
Lamar's going full Aaron Judge, going out and winning his MVP. In his
I don't know, dude. Patrick Mahomes and Saquon Barkley really stole the show for me.
Saquon's not going to win MVP. He'll win Offensive Player of the Year, maybe, because MVP is a QB award.
You know, he's not. I don't think he's going to win the MVP. I actually looked into his Offensive Player of the Year awards today when I took Brian Daboll
For Coach of the Year.
Yeah. That took 1 week to convince me that he's got the fucking sack on him to do that. So
There's one.
yeah,
I did wanna check.
So that and then his Offensive Player of the Year was plus 1,400. So not great, not great value, but decent.
Yo, Lou.
Hmm.
Give me Austin Eckler.
For
Rashad Bateman, Nick Chubb, and Naheem Hines.
I'm gonna need a receiver as well as Nick Chubb, and then we can speak.
That is Rashad Bateman. What?
No,
Yeah.
a better one.
How about Nick Chubb and Tyler Boyd? Number 2 in
Are you
Cincinnati
kidding
right now.
me? Are you kidding me?
Number 2 in Cincinnati right now.
For what? 2 weeks, maybe?
No, he's got a
I
concussion.
mean, you're not gonna give me AJ
Concussion's
Brown.
going to be 2 weeks.
I would want someone a little better than Rashad Bateman.
Wait, I
How about-
have a quick question before we end this because I do have to hop off in a second. I saw the leader, the current odds for receiving leader has Jefferson as the favorite, but at like plus 600.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to take him too.
It's just because it's too far out to predict.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
I don't mind it.
What he did, like, yeah, 600 is not like plus 1,000 or more, but like 600 is still pretty good for a dude that looks like he's going to have 150 yards a game.
Then again, so does Cooper Kupp. I mean, there's
Exactly.
a lot of players. Hell,
it's Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase are the other two guys.
Yeah,
Travis Kelce's
what we knew.
Yeah. Travis Kelce's going to be top 3, maybe number 1.
I will say, I just looked it up because you guys mentioned Player of the Year awards. Slant Boy Michael Thomas plus 550 comeback Player of the Year. He was very involved last game. I don't know. I kind of like it.
Wait, I said that to somebody.
I think you might have said that last. Oh, you said it
on
too.
here.
I think you said it last week. Yeah,
I did say that. He got like 2 touchdowns. He got 2 touchdowns this weekend.
Yeah, he did not have a lot of yards. I think he was only like 50 or so
5
yards.
catches, 55 yards, but had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jarvis Landry. Hello.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Where's Olave?
Starting lineup because T. Higgins.
Oh, that was another bet that I took. I took Chris Olave anytime this weekend.
It's tough. He didn't score, did he?
He didn't even get a catch. No, sorry. He
Yes,
got
he
2
did.
catches. He got 2 catches.
I was gonna say he got me some points, but it was nothing like I wanted.
Apologies.
Well, boys, I think that'll wrap us up. I think we've rambled for enough. So that's this has been our week. We gave you our picks, we gave you our locks. So ride with us, win with us, and we'll all just have a great time.
929. 4-0. Here we come.